how do we run this? If I want to run this playbooks independently, I can run these step by step. That means I can run create IRG separately, and then I can run create log workspace separately. Or if you know already, I can just create this infra complete and have everything bundled up, and I'll just run this infra complete playbook, which is my preferred way of doing the complete automation. And my command to run the playbook is Ansible playbook. Okay, this is the command. -i is the inventory. -i is inventory, and here I'm stating which particular inventory that I'm using, which is this inventory, dev resource group. So this particular inventory that I'm using. So all these variables inside this will be utilized, and then the playbook that I wish to create. So instead of create RG, I want to utilize infra complete.yaml. Okay, so this is my command. Clear. Okay, and I'll be here. Let me go one step down. Right now I'm in the AKS create folder, and here if I do Ansible playbook, let's just see what we are doing. The playbook / this. Okay, it has started, and it is just doing the command starting from here. This is checking if resource already existing. We have seen this part, that it is first validating. If it is not, then it is creating the VNet. Okay, so the red is just our validation. It's not a bug inside the code. Okay, it is creating these subnets. It has created we are creating multiple things in this particular video, but now this is just I've just created the entire playbook, one particular command, and now I can just have my coffee. Okay, this will do its work as long as it takes 3 minutes, 5 minutes, doesn't matter. Okay, but yeah, while this is running, let's revise what all things that we did. First, we needed to log into Azure. For that, we need the subscription. Once we are logged into Azure, then first we have created the application. Then we have created the service principal. Then we have created the certificate and attached that to that application, and make sure that my authentication and authorization is done using the azrback command, where I have given the contributor role to that application ID. And once all these things are set, we make sure that we keep the right certificate in this certificate folder. Okay, and rest of the things are good. It is creating the AKS. Let's see what it has created. Let me go to my resource group. It has created this resource group 4. It is creating all this. Okay, log workspace it has created. First, it is created this resource group 4. If I go to my regional variables, if you see here, the name of my resource group is resource group 4 that it has created. Then it has created the VNet. D1 VNet is 201, and inside that it has created the subnet. My subnet 2, subnet 3, subnet 1, and subnet 1 is something that we asked the AKS to connect here. Okay, inside the connected device we'll see eventually that, but okay, subnet is created. My address space of my VNet is this that I have set, that is 192.168.0.0/16. If you see it here, 192.168.0.0/16, right? So this is created, right? Then we created a log workspace. Inside the log workspace, we'll see the logs eventually. Okay, so this is my log workspace. In the log management, eventually we'll see few of the folders created here. These are the tables where the logs are kept. Okay, yet it is not, because my AKS is still creating, and this is my AKS. I have one node pool. My current version is 1.29.9. My network is connected. This is my pod CIDR. So any pod which is created inside the AKS will get an IP address from this range. This is my service CIDR. There are multiple types of services in AKS: cluster service, node pool service, These services will get the IP address from the service CIDR. This is my DNS service IP. And if in the integration, if you see, container insights are enabled and all the logs will be thrown to this log workspace, which is our log workspace that we have created. This is perfectly connected now. Okay, rest I have the node pool here rightly set. Let me zoom this for you. Okay, so yeah, the network is good, the node pool is here, and then my capabilities, if you see, my container insights are already connected. In the later videos, we'll definitely go through the policies, auto scaling, Prometheus and Istio as well in the upcoming videos for sure. So stay connected to subscribe so that you'll get the notification further. Okay, so what happened to our script? Okay, it is still creating the AKS. We can see though. Let it create, let it complete its implementation. Let it give some time to complete this part. Okay, this is the data collection rule that I have created. Collection settings, configuration, data sources that you can see. The best way to see the data collection rule is using the JSON. The JSON will tell you clearly what it is doing. Data collection interval is 5 minutes. Namespace filtering exclude these 3 namespaces. This is what we have given. Enable container log v2 and stream the container log v2. So for this particular data collection, it is the way to validate that. Okay, great. Our playbook is completed. Our AKS is completely created. We are having the AKS here. Let me refresh if I have something else. Now this is my AKS which is created. Okay, perfect. I have the node configuration, Kubernetes version. Okay, registry I haven't attached. Okay, network configuration, we have the kubenet. These things are created. Now let's move to the workloads. We should have only the default workloads which are inside the core namespace, the kube system namespace, because we do not have any other workloads here. In the settings, I have the node pool setting. I have just one node inside that. Cluster configuration is this. My tier that I set is free. I have the option of standard and premium. Okay, security configuration, networking. If you see kubenet, this virtual network integration. Here I wanted to show you the virtual network. It is connected to this, and the subnet, it is connected to this. Okay, this is important. This is the bridge of AKS to other resources that will eventually connect to this particular VNet. So the network traffic will go through AKS and to those other resources. So now let's go through the pricing of how much all these things cost to us. Before that, I want to showcase to you one more thing about the resource group that is created by Azure when it creates the AKS. This is node RG. I've told you, right? In the background, to run that particular AKS, Azure creates these many resources inside the node RG group. What is this node RG name? Here we have given that particular name, this node resource group name that we have passed, right? So that one it is. So what it has created a public IP address through which we can connect to this cluster, a network security group to block and open the traffic. We can create the network security rules. Definitely the route table. We have VMSS. Eventually all the node pools that you see is nothing but a VMSS internally. So that is created here. It should always have only one VM inside it. Okay, so that VMSS is created. We have a managed identity. This is UAMI, or a user managed identity, that is attached to the AKS. So let's suppose tomorrow I want to create a database. Definitely we'll have a database in the cloud. So maybe it's a Cosmos DB. I want to connect to Cosmos DB. So what I'll do is I'll just give the authorization, the RBAC to this particular management identity. And because this managed identity is connected to the AKS, all the RBACs that I'll give to connect to that Cosmos DB will be reflecting to the AKS, and AKS, any container inside the AKS would be able to connect to that particular database. Likewise, I have load balancer with the name of Kubernetes here. Okay, perfect.